Quite a few people ask, what's the easiest way of listening to the audio for LFBP? The answer is simple: use a podcast app. For the purposes of this demonstration, we're on an iPhone. Apple has its own Podcasts app, but it isn't very intuitive. We prefer to use an app called Overcast. It's freely downloadable from the App Store and is very powerful. Note that the app displays some discrete advertisements when you're using it, but if you wish, you can suppress these by paying a yearly fee, about €10. We pay the fee ourselves, but you may wish to use the free version. Let's launch Overcast. When the app opens for the first time, we'll need to add our podcast. We'll search the Apple Podcasts directory by typing Learn French by Podcast in the search field. In fact, it's not necessary to enter the whole title. After a moment or two, Learn French by Podcast appears. Let's tap it. We're now prompted to subscribe to the podcast. We'll tap Done to complete the process. If we were to subscribe to other podcasts, they would appear here in a list. Let's tap again to see some more detail. By default, the most recent podcast episode is downloaded automatically. To play back, tap the lesson description to reveal the playback controls. Tap Play to listen.
Cette fois-ci, notre leçon de niveau supérieur.
Tap Pause to stop playback. The controls on the left and right allow rewinding and fast-forwarding in 30-second increments. To move away from the screen, we can tap the downward arrow in the top left corner. Let's tap All to view a list of all episodes or lessons. To play an earlier lesson, for example, lesson 189, entitled Comment parler d'un accident de la route, it's a matter of tapping it and tapping play.
Je suis un peu secoué. J'ai eu un petit accident.
And that's it. To close the app, double-click the Home button and swipe up. As we're now subscribed to Learn French by Podcast, we can relaunch Overcast at any time, and Overcast will remember the lessons we've played. It will also notify us of new lesson releases. Finally, note that there are many podcast apps available from the App Store. You may wish to try out other apps, but Overcast is our favourite for the moment. Incidentally, we have no commercial involvement of any kind with the developers of the app. On Google Play, there are many podcast apps for Android. We particularly like Pocket Casts. If you come across other podcast apps that you like, let us know.